Good morning, Rocket Region. I am Sheri McCall, and I am the very proud leader of the Victory Sales Organization. And I am really excited to be coming to you today to share some word choices to date parties at your parties. But you know what? First, I want to talk about some things and the word choices we say to ourselves. So, it's all about your mindset, guys. What you think about, you bring about. So when you're out and about and you're at your parties and instead of saying that I'm wide open, right? And I'm whatever day you want, you can have. Think about saying my dates are filling up so quickly that we got to pick a date so I can get you in on these fantastic offers. Talk as if your date book's already full, and before you know it, it will be. So expect to date. It's all about your mindset. And think about it. Why wouldn't somebody want to, get in on these amazing offers that we have right now? So another tip is don't bring everything that you have in your kit. You want to leave them wanting more. Right? So if you bring everything you have, there's nothing left for them to see. So that creates a dating environment. Hey, Linda. Controlling your party time is another really important thing, guys. So I stick to about an hour long. If you go longer than that, people are not going to want to invite you over to their home probably because they want to know that you value their time. And when you keep your party about an hour, they're going to know that and they're going to want to invite you over. So those are just some things to think about as you get into the mindset of dating parties. And now let's dive into really the word choices that you can use at your party. So the key is to get them thinking right now as they're walking into the party, because they're all walking in thinking how they're not going to have a party. So our goal is to get them in a dating mindset. Okay, so how are you going to do that? You're going to get them warmed up. First, you can have your host share why they decided to have a party with you. And you want to prep them, him or her, ahead of time, because that's a dating bid that they will do for you, which is awesome, right? Because they're doing some of our work. And their friends are listening to them and they're thinking, if she had a party, then, why couldn't I have a party? So get your host involved. Also, a dating bid is you can let them know that all of your Tupperware has 3 prices. You can get it full price, half price, or free, and you decide what price you want to pay. The next thing that you can do during your parties is, I've found that sometimes people are hesitant to date parties because they're concerned about how many people that they actually need to have at the party. So you could say, if you're thinking about having a party and you're just concerned about how many people would come, why not, I come for 2 or 22. So just wipe that right out of your mind. And then, guys, when you're party planning them, of course, you're going to party plan them to have the most fantastic party ever. And you're going to party plan them to invite 30 plus people so that they're getting their 10 plus people in attendance. Okay, so during the party, you want to be engaging them and you want to have helping with the recipes and having lots of fun, because when they're having fun, they're going to want to see you again. Okay, and when you make a recipe, you want to tease about the next recipe that you'll make when you see them. So maybe you're making salsa and you reference lava cake. You want to be watching responses that you're getting within your party, because those people that are getting excited and turning to their friend and going, ooh, that sounds really good, those are great potential parties for you to use that lava cake recipe when you're sitting down with them one-on-one. Also, teach them something, because when they learn, they return. That's so important, guys. So you could teach them just a fun did you know. So for instance, if you share with them that if they have any Tupperware that sort of holds an odor, like they put an onion in a piece of Tupperware and now it smells like onion, they can take a piece of newspaper and crinkle it up and seal it in their Tupperware and leave it overnight, and the charcoal that's in the newspaper actually pulls that odor out. So you teach them that, and then you say, you know what, at the next party, the next time we get together, I'm going to teach you how you can clean your microwave in less than 5 minutes with a piece of Tupperware. And then you just move on. So you're teaching them and leaving them wanting more is so important. So now, getting into the asking everybody at the end of the party with when you sit with them one-on-one, That's the checkout process, guys. And knowledge is power. It's so important to gather as much information as you can ahead of time before you get into the one-on-one, sitting down with them to talk with them. So how can you gather information? Number one is watching how they're reacting to you during the party, those that are giving ideas, those that are getting excited about the recipes. But also, here's a fun thing that you can do. You can actually use your drawing slips. I hope all of you guys are using drawing slips because you get lots of information on your drawing slips. You can use your drawing slips and have them tell them you're doing a survey, and you want them to put on their drawing slip, if they had to have one of our awesome host gifts dropped off at their door, either the Chic Dining or the Fresh and Cool, which one would they want? And they would just put a CD on their drawing slip for Chic Dining, or they would put an FC for Fresh and Cool. And then when you're at the checkout process and you have their drawing slip, you already know which host gift they're excited about. And so you can meet the need and date a party, right? Because if we know why they would want to have a party and what they would want to work towards, it's so much easier to get them dated with that. So use that. Draw the survey. It's a really great tool. Of course, you're carrying your host gift, but some might opt for one that you're not carrying. Okay, so you've warmed them up. Now you get them in front of you. Guys, ask yes questions. That's so important. Not yes. You want them thinking yes, because all day long they're saying no to their kids, or they're hearing no. And so you want to ask yes questions. So write this down. When they come and sit with you, the first question you ask them is, did you have a good time tonight? And you shake your head, right? Yeah, you nod your head yes. And they're like, oh yeah, I had a great time. And the next question you ask is, didn't you see a ton of things that you'd love to get, you weren't able to get tonight? And you're nodding your head, and they're like, oh my gosh, I saw so many awesome things. And then you talk about the recipe. Didn't you love the salsa? And Linda is sitting with me. I'm like, Linda, didn't you love the salsa? And she's like, oh my gosh, I loved the salsa. And I'd say, I saw when we were talking about chocolate lava cake, your eyes lit up and you were so excited about that. You know what? I would love to get together with you and your friends and make a chocolate lava cake. And I know that tonight is Tuesday. Our Tuesday is normally good for you. And Linda goes, yeah, they're normally good. And I would say, you know what? I have next Tuesday available. If you want to get in, we can get in, make the lava cake, and I can help you earn their Chic Dining collection for absolutely free. Plus, there's always extra bonuses going on. Now, if Linda says no to that Tuesday, I'm going to move out one more week. By the third time that I ask her to take a Tuesday, she's going to grab that Tuesday, guys, because she said Tuesdays was a good day. We start dating close, and we move out from there, right? And that way, that's how we control our date book. So you start with the date, you offer a choice. Then you start with the time, then you offer a time. Then you go with the recipe, and you offer a recipe choice. If Linda said no, or someone else that came up to me said no, you know what, I'm not really into the whole party thing. You want to ask twice, guys, because once is polite and twice is sincere. So Margie, maybe Margie's sitting with me, and Margie says, oh yeah, I'm not really into this whole thing. I don't really want to do that. And if I were to say, oh, okay, well, thanks so much for coming tonight, that's polite. Sincere is, Margie, you know what? I had so much fun. Are you sure? Because I really would love to get that Fresh and Cool set for you. And I know you really showed interest in that lava cake recipe. It's really so much easy. It's so easy and it's so fun. That's the second ask, guys. It's sort of like if I'm talking with Heather Rosenberger, I see her on this morning, and I say, Heather, she stops by my house, and I go, Heather, you want a cup of coffee? And she says, no, I'm all set. And I say, okay. Then I was just being polite. But if I say, Heather, oh my gosh, I have a Keurig, and there's so many different types you can grab from. It's so easy. No problem at all. Heather's more apt to say, you know what? Okay, I'll have a cup of coffee. So ask twice, guys, and be sincere. Tailor your conversations to each person. That's so important. Instead of saying, do you want to have a party? 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 And you're hearing, no, no, no. It's just because you haven't met the need of that person that's sitting with you. So ask everyone. Expect to date. And expect that you will get no's. But here's the thing to remember. If you have 6 or 7 people at your party and the first 4 people that you talk to decide not to have a party, keep asking, because number 5 and number 6 and number 7 could very well be your parties, and they're just waiting for you to ask. So we just keep on asking to get those. So I hope you guys got some great tips. It really is about getting your mindset in the right place and then asking and using knowledge to fill your date book. So have a fantastic day at Training Rocket Region. I'm really excited to hear from everybody, all of our amazing business leaders, and make it a fantastic week. And let's go out, date lots of parties for a date-a-ton. See you later, guys.